G'day, you're watching Eagle Review, the West Coast Eagles online television show that really does seem to be battling of late, Roachy.
Yeah, we're battling Thumper. For those of you watching, watch it twice.
Yep, that'll help. 70-point victory on the weekend though, Roachy. Don't need any help there, mate.
I know.
It was the first victory at Patterson Stadium, mind you, for us. We move up to 10th on the ladder. Good to see plenty of boys get some run in their legs and a couple making their first appearance for the year.
Yeah, it was a good game. The boys really got going and hopefully we can carry that on for the next few weeks.
And the West Coast Eagles and their killer elite are back in 2013.
Club physio's working overtime at the moment. It's like a revolving door down there in the medical room. Champion on-baller Daniel Kerr set to miss a week with his knee. He's got a bit of soreness from when he had that off-season surgery, Roachy.
Yeah, look, he's looked a little bit sore, so maybe the week off will do him good. He still has to get that fitness going, though. Also, mate, it's not just hardcore injuries. Masto, he's out. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's got an illness. He can't fight. He's in my dream team. Filthy.
Don't want him on the plane, mate. You don't want him on 22 blokes 6, so probably a responsible decision there.
Well, mate, it's my dream team.
We remember Vice-Captain Beau Waters was the late scratching from the game. He strained his adductor and out for this week's game as well. Crippling Dream Team coaches around the land, mind you. Pretty exciting time seeing the flying Fijian back on the park. Came on in the subs vest, Roachy. So much for your match winner call.
Yeah, unlucky with the match winner. I thought he was going to start on. I didn't know he was going to come on so late.
Terrible.
Can't win them all, mate. Can't win them all. But how was the applause when he came onto the ground? It was huge. And then he went for this... Well, I thought he was going to mark it, but then he spoiled it. Got a massive applause for that. Poor old Glassy does 20 of them a game, doesn't get any kind of applause.
No, stiff for Glassy. He played 44 minutes, 5 contested disposals, 4 score involvements, pretty good, 17 hit-outs and 6 to advantage. Certainly had an impact.
He did, and we've missed him for the last 6 weeks. But what was going on with his tripping? We could have lost him for another 4.
Like to stick that big gangly leg out, didn't he?
It was average.
Senior coach Sean Worsfold hinting that we should see a bit more game time this weekend against the Lions.
Yeah, we've been given the okay that he can play 90 minutes this week, which is basically a full game. It's about what he would play average last year, maybe 100 minutes last year. So that's good news.
21 goals kicked on the weekend, plenty of scoreboard pressure from the boys, and didn't the forwards feast upon it as often as possible? Jack Darling ended up having 5 in the first half, and then went very unselfish in the second. Let his mate JK had a cheeky 4. Dean Cox ended up pushing forward, kicking 4, and Lecker just a solid 3. But Jack Darling and Kennedy really stealing the show.
Well, they sure did, mate. That was a huge collision in the dying minutes. I was a bit worried. Thought Jack was gone. And how was Josh Hill there? Very clever.
Very clever.
Just pushing him out of the way and then we got touched.
A bit of humour, but I think I was just being smart, trying to get out of the way of it. But yeah, I think just seeing them both go down was a bit of a worry. But I know they're both strong boys and they got up, and I think all the stress got out of the way because they just wanted another goal. So
yeah, monster half from Jack Darling. Probably not as big a half as what Brad Johnson thought it was though.
Jack Darling, what a first half of 48 disposals, 4 goals already, Jared.
The big forwards were given plenty of opportunity. Thank that to the tremendous work of the engine room that is the midfield. Matty Prittis coming off a concussion, mind you. He's had it 29 times, used it at 75%, and notched up 7 clearances and 7 tackles. My standout for the day, I think.
Yeah, I thought Shuey was really good before he went off with a little bit of a sore ankle, or sore calf, whatever they reckon it is. With 25 disposals and 2 goals. His housemate, Sellers, sensational with 25 disposals, 11 tackles. He had 10 the week before, so he's doing really well there. And Masto was good with 26 disposals. He's now averaging 28 for the year.
Racking them up, but I think massive tribute needs to go to our tenacious D. D for defence, that is. Dogs had 1 more inside 50 than us and 14 more contested disposals. So what does that mean? It means they were running into brick walls in the back half,
Yes, they were, mate. And Shannon Hearn was superb with 23 touches. Once again, he had a defensive forward on him, Addison. Didn't do a very good job there. Glass and career best, mate. Is he Fletcher?
Well, he's up there, getting better with age.
Fletcher-like. And Scully McKenzie destroying anything in the NFL ground.
Good work from Wisco for coming in for the late replacement, Beau Waters. Darren Glass, very modest man, playing down the role of the defence, just wants to share the love.
I thought our forwards were very good as well, and I thought our midfield pressure was good. I thought it was, backs were good too, yeah.
It was sensational news for the club seeing Sharry Wellingham don the number 12 and run out on the ground for his first hit out. Had 26 disposals, played in a variety of different positions is what impressed me the most, Rose.
Yeah, look, he was really good. He's got a little bit of flack for his 46% efficiency by our fans mostly, but that just has to do with a little bit of first game nerves, a little bit of rust there, and also probably a bit of fatigue going in the last half.
He spoke to the media during the week and uncovered exactly what Woosha said to him after that horrific ankle injury.
He was really supportive. Obviously, told me that I was a bit of an idiot, but which I was. So he just said to make sure that I get myself right, do the work in rehab, and make sure that I'm ready to go when I get it right.
Magic moments time. Mine has to be in the third quarter where Luke Shuey ended up getting a little tidy handful from Matty Prittis. 1-2 punch with JK, and see you later. I'm going to bomb it from 50 and knock up quite an impressive goal on the day.
Yeah, not bad, mate. I got a couple, actually. I enjoyed Addison trying to pick it all up with his face. Didn't quite work. Also, mate, I was pretty happy with the Prittis poke of the eye. Okay, now if you're getting tagged, what do? Dush, straight in the eye. Minute later, running into an open goal. Great work, Pritter. That's how you do it, mate.
That's your father.
Now, wait. I've still got this coming, mate. If you're feeling a little bit squirmish, look away now.
Horrific look. Three Stooges to be happy with that one. Saturday bounce down at the Gabba v the Lions. Some interesting news for the ins and outs. Let's take a look. As we mentioned before, Daniel Kerr, Chris Marston out of the lineup. Severe midfield rotations altered with. And Callum Sinclair, one of the stiffest blokes of all time. Getting the omission.
Very unlucky.
Two All-Australian ruckmans will probably bump you out of that position. In Mark Hutchings for his first game for the club. Brad Shepherd for his first game since round two of this year. And Matty Rosa returning for his first hit out of the game as well. Tell us a bit about Mark Hutchings, mate.
Mate, he's a good player, West Perth boy, and he averages about 30 touches a game in the Waffle every single week. So he's a very good player. I'm also happy to see Rosa go up because we're the Swan Districts have East Perth next week, so I don't want to have to play on him.
Always about you, Tom. The round 10 loss last year against the Lions was quite devastating at the Gabba. Really put a big sting in our top four aspirations with that Polkinghorn goal. I think Jacob Brennan during the week actually claimed responsibility for that on this week's podcast.
I'm still having nightmares about that whole torpy from 85 metres out, seeing he was my man at the time. But we won't blame the whole loss on me. There was another 140 minutes of footy of that day.
Match winner time. Try and take this seriously, Rochi. I'm going to go with Scotty Selwood. Why? Probably the reason that Tommy Rockcliffe's been in career best form for the Lions. He's had 3 games over 30 disposals. Daniel Rich is out, so he's carried a lot of the midfield role. Now, I think Scotty Selwood hasn't had too many negating roles this year, but if you have to give responsibility for a midfielder, you go with Scotty Selwood. You say, stand with him, get as much footy as you want, but just keep your close eye on him. So I think he's going to be the difference in this match being one.
Well put, mate. Now, look, I'm going with an interesting one.
Yep.
I do like the guy. His name's Nick Natanui. No, Nick Natanui. He was the sub last week, which I was surprised about, but this week apparently he's starting. What he did in the quarter and a half, I think he will do for the full 4 quarters. He might end up with, 70 hit-outs. Not unrealistic. And he's a freak, so he'll win the game for the Eagles this week.
Yeah, way to think laterally there, Tom Roach.
Thanks
for joining us again on Eagle Review.
And hooroo, till next review.